Hi, I'm going to do a video Count on Me for the viola part. Um, Before we start, we're going to look at the key signature. So first things first, I see no sharps, I see no flats, so that means we're in the key of C. So that means everything is natural. No sharps, no flats, everything's natural. The biggest thing that you've got to watch out for in this song is F natural, because we're used to playing F sharp. So F natural, remember, will be squishy 2 on the D string, right? Instead of F sharp would be like a high 2 or a stretchy 2. F natural will be a squishy 2. So that's really important in this song. It comes back over and over again. So watch out for that. Now, keep in mind that does not affect your second finger on the G string or the C string, okay? Because, so on the G string we have B natural for our second finger, and that's one's naturally natural, we say. So that means you don't squish that one at all. Okay, not squishy on the G string. And on the C string you have E natural, which is naturally natural. Okay, see that there? Okay, so not squished at all on the C string either. So normal, high 2, whatever you want to call it, on the C string and the G string, because those ones are naturally natural, but a squishy 2 on the D string because you have F natural there. We don't even play on the A string, so I'm not even going to worry about that for right now. Okay, that's your key signature. Next, look at the time signature. You have a C with a line going through it. Okay, so that is called cut time. Like, you can think of it being cut down the middle by that line. And it is technically, it means you have 2 beats per measure and the half note gets the beat. We don't normally think this way. It's a little weird. It might throw you off if you're really trying to think of a half note as the beat and not the quarter note. The biggest thing is, as you're learning it, you are totally free to just think of it as being in 4/4. That also works. Okay, so 4 beats per measure, quarter note gets the beat. It'll be a little slow, okay, but you can just think of it that way. It makes it easier to read the rhythms that way. As you get better at it, as you get faster, you can move it up a little bit faster, you might start to feel it in 2. And if you listen to the song, listen to the recording of Bruno Mars singing it, you'll see that it feels like it's pretty much in 2. So like, especially when we have the half note part. 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, okay? That was the half note getting the beat. But you don't have to worry about that right away. Just as you get more comfortable with it and as you listen to it, that might become more apparent to you. For now, we'll just think of it 4/4. So from now on, I'm going to be counting in 4. Next thing you need to look at is at the beginning of the piece where it says swung. Okay, so that's a little weird. We don't see that very much in classical music, but usually that means you're going to take, whenever you have 2 eighth notes, and you're kind of going to make them long, short, long, short, long, short, long, instead of teet, 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 right? It's long, short, long, short, long, short, long. They call that swung. They do that in jazz, they do that in pop music. Okay, so the beginning, if I were to play this first part, just totally straight, not swung at all, it would sound like this. Okay, if I were to do it swung, or do my best anyway, it would sound like this. Okay, you'll notice it's kind of long, short, long, but not like really short, just long, shortish, long, short, long, long, okay? Something like that, something sort of relaxed sounding. If you listen to the song, you'll see it kind of does it that way. Okay, other thing to mention is the ties. Okay, so there are some ties in here, not too much. As always, if they're throwing you off, just try playing it without the ties first and then put it together. Remember, the tie is like a piece of glue that just sticks those 2 notes together, so they're like one note worth the value of both. So like in measure 8, we've got our first example right starting there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I played those 2 notes separately. Now I'm going to put them together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're just, ultimately it's making the last note a little bit longer. Okay, so I'll start playing through some of it and just shout out some things to look for as we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, doing okay so far. There's ties at the end of each of those little phrases. But this next part has even more ties, and it's a little weird. It's kind of syncopated, so it feels like almost, except for the first note, all the rest of the notes are off the beat. They're not on the beat, so it's hard to feel. We'll try it once with no ties. Sorry, I messed up the notes. Let me try that again. Okay. Now if we do add the ties back in, it'll be like this. You'll notice after a while all those notes just feel like quarter notes. Okay, it's only the first one that is only 1/8 note. All right, keep going. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good spot to point out your F naturals, squishy 2, don't forget. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Slurring. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'll take a second to pause there just because I almost forgot. I want to point out that all those half notes, if you're still feeling it in 4/4, all of those half notes should be 2 beats each. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then we had some whole notes, those are 4 beats, and we had some whole notes that were tied together. Okay, so like in measure 58, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 tied to another 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 whole beats. All right, I think you got that. Let's keep going at measure 70. Ready? Here I go. I hope that hits on all the main points. If you have any questions still, feel free to email me or we can set up a Zoom. Good luck and have fun with it.